Hello, everybody. Welcome to another race in the Robustos Motor Series. We continue our stretch through North Carolina as we head to Rockingham for the iconic short track, including some beat and bang action along the way. Let's go through the starting lineup. On pole for the second time in his small RMS career is Caleb Lane, and to his outside is last year's pole sitter Riley Smith. Row number 2 is Big Mac, and Flandre Wilson with an impressive qualifying effort. She starts 4th. I forgot to put it in helicopter cam, my bad. In row number 5 is Ezekiel Garcia Abal, and to his outside is Jonathan Marks. In row number 4 is Patrick Kamit, showing that the Toyotas have very good qualifying efforts today. And Purab Shavasova, who almost won last week, but had a mechanical issue. In row number 5, an underdog, Derek Kennedy. He's starting 9th. And to his outside is Kellen Short, who looks pretty speedy this weekend. In row number 6 is Alex Davidson and Leroy Conwell. In row number 7 is Trevor Davis and Ryan Scarrett. Row number 8 is Mark Evans and Skippy Larson. Gotta watch out for those guys, they're short track experts. In row number 9, that's row number 9, is Kurt Perkins and Jackson Maine. Row 10 is Christopher Lattimore and Tyler Sistry. And row number 11 is Nelson Reeves and Dan Sedgwick, the Daytona 500 champion. In row number 12 is Asher Evelyn and Manuel Sanchez. And row number 13 is Peter Lane and Jonah Burridge. Now you're going to see as we go further back, some of the bigger names are further back in the field than we expected. I believe this is in row number 14. It includes Tegan Fox and Anton Alvarez. In row number 15, I don't think this is right, but whatever, is Neil Dick and Sally Patrick. In row number 16 is Dick Patrick and Fleet Cruz, having a good start to the season. He's looking to improve his qualifying effort today. In row number 17 is Mark Guerrero and Kirsten Bell, looking to get some sort of luck this season as she makes her first race, I believe. In row number 18, I counted this right somehow, is Ronnie Martin and Tony Santori Jr. In row number 19 is Willie Costa and last week's winner and first-time winner Aline McDidig. In row number 20 is Geoff Jordan and Sierra Reno. Reno almost won last season, but he's starting deep in the field. And in the final row is Christopher Bickoff and Michael Parsons starting far back. A lot of the Parsons Motorsports guys are starting way far back, except for Strasova, which should make for an interesting race. Let's go to that said race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Or should I say, let's get this so-called race started. But anyways, 118 laps here. They're gonna have to pick quite a few times in this race as they start rolling, as they get ready to go green. It's a very cloudy day here in North Carolina, here in Rockingham, as the pace car will pull in. The Pop Secret 400 is about to get underway here. Caleb Lane, Riley Smith, they're going to lead the field to green, and we're underway. Even start by the top 2 as they head down into turn 1. Lane will get the advantage using the inside lane here, but doesn't quite get clear of Smith right there, as there's 3 wide action behind. He's going to get clear into turn 3 though. Smith going to dive down low, fill that hole right in front of Big Mac. And coming across the line, Caleb Lane will lead lap number 1. But Smith is already looking to get by the number 46. Riley Smith looks like he's got a fast car this week, as he had a fast car at Charlotte, But that didn't really amount to anything, as we got a pass for third going on right now. Ezekiel Garcia Ball gets around Big Mac as he gets trapped on the outside and falls back to fifth. The top five are starting to pull away from the rest of the field here. Fondre Wilson versus Purev Shrivastava back here. Wilson is hanging on quite well using that outside line compared to other drivers, as Garcia going for second. Garcia Ball, I should say, and he'll quickly move into second. No competition at all. Maybe gonna go to first here, but Lane blocks him. Nice block by Caleb Lane, but Garcia Ball has room down on the bottom, forced his way through there, and we might have our first lead change on our hands as we go down the backstretch. And there we go, Garcia Ball, the rookie, to the lead. Caleb Lane trying to hang on to his third place right here, and he will, as Riley Smith also got around him. But now Garcia Ball leads here at Rockingham. Impressive stuff by the rookie we've already seen this season. And he's trying to continue that as he's starting to pull away from Smith a little bit. This will be interesting. But Smith quickly pulls to the back bumper again. He didn't get quite a big enough lead to pull away from Smith as he continues to ride his coattails, looking for any room on the inside to try to get by him. But Garcia Ball currently leads the Pop Secret 400. And so far it's been clean as Riley Smith trying to go for the lead here. Couldn't get it on the first lap, but he might get it here. As he goes down the backstretch, he's going to get clear as K-Mates is going to try to make a move. Not quite. Oh, now, never mind, he didn't have any room. But anyways, Riley Smith gets clear off of turn 4. Smith now leads. Had a good run going at Charlotte last week, led laps, but caught up with some bad pit strategy. And he fell back a ton of positions, and Garcia Ball isn't making this easy. He immediately wants that lead back. As we got a battle between the top two on our hands. Garcia Ball gonna lead it, I'm pretty sure. By 1/1000th of a second. Holy cow. And it is still not quite clear of Smith here as they go down the backstretch into turn 3, excuse me. And now Garcia Ball will get clear of Riley Smith. Might I mention that Riley Smith almost won last year. Came up just short of winning thanks to this guy right here, Jonathan Marks, who's already in the top 5. And is looking to repeat his win from last season here at Rockingham, as Garcia Ball starts to pull away a little bit from Smith here. Well, it looks like it hasn't taken long at all for that 3 car to advance his position from last. He is now 31st, and oh my goodness, Kennedy dropped a ton of positions after qualifying in the top 10. Shows you how slow that car is. And now we might have another battle on our hands here. Riley Smith, look down to the inside right there. Meanwhile, K-Mates is trying to get 3rd place here. And he'll get cleared on the backstretch over Caleb Lane. And not quite, actually. Never mind. He got a little bit of a run on the backstretch and is now trying to take back his 3rd place. K-Mates getting hounded by Lane on the outside and Big Mac right behind him. Lane will get 3rd place just barely at the line, but it looks like K-Mates finally might get clear here. And yes, he will. Oh, Evans, I think has got an issue. Yes, he does. He's stopping. Never mind, he's not stopping, but he's really slow. What's the issue? A tire issue. Oh, almost comes up the track. But bad luck for Mark Evans as he brings his 23 car to pit road. Meanwhile, his teammate now growing a lead over Riley Smith, as he'll come around to lap his team owner. But big issues for that 23 crew to figure out. And now this race is starting to calm down a little bit, Everybody's getting into a groove, as Big Mac is going to try to pass K-Mates here for third, and that won't quite work. Look who's in the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christopher Lattimore having a pretty good run here today so far, as Conwell tries to get around him for 10th place. Conwell hasn't had the best start to this season, even after finishing third in the standings, as Evans is back out, one lap down, hoping for a caution or something. And out of that 24, Kennedy is just slow. That qualifying really helped him out, but not enough to gain positions or anything. Conwell got his 10th place, and now Lattimore is being hounded by Scarrett, Short, Perkins. Last week's winner, McThydig, who started far back, is making up good ground on everybody else. Almost into the top 10, showing that, hey, that 91 car might be strong. Very strong, in fact. As Garcia Ball continues to lead, Smith closing in once again a little bit, as we might have a battle between the 17 and 98 once again. And it looks like Garcia Ball has grown his lead once again, as the race has started to calm down a little bit. And you're not seeing much three-wide action anymore, really. Except maybe a little bit here. Parsons has moved up to 24th. So who started last is up to 24th already. Or, excuse me, 24th already. Could probably gain more positions as this race goes on. And here comes McThydig to try to take over 11th place over Lattimore. And now going to try to chase down Conwell, who looks like he's got a fast car of his own. Attacking the rookie of Kyler Sistri, which he hasn't really impressed this season so far in his 2 starts. But it looks like he's improving slightly as he continues to run in the top 10. Got a little bit of a battle still continuing. Perkins is trying to get around Lattimore and goes way up high. And he'll lose more than just one position. Actually, he'll just lose one position over Kellen Short, as Short tries to battle the 67 here. I feel like that outside lane is starting to come in a little bit, but not enough yet for people to decide to use that lane, as Kellen Short will take over 11th place over Christopher Lattimore, or excuse me, 12th place. As Conwell looks to pass the 55 here of Sistri. Peaks a little bit, but doesn't decide to make the move. As Garcia Ball continues to pull away from Riley Smith here, as he completes lap number 24. And this race is starting to calm down a little bit. The action we saw early in this race, as Owen McThydig has caught up with Conwell and Sistri. He might try to battle them here soon, as both Kellen Short and Kurt Perkins have gotten around Lattimore. Dick Patrick looking to have a good run for once this season. D&Q Charlotte, D&Q Daytona, and had a bad run at Charlotte, but he's looking to bounce back and maybe get his first good finish of the season, really. Even though it's early, it may have been a bad idea to move teams. Ronnie Martin is really holding up this pack of cars here. As what happened? Oh, 02 with an issue. As there's a battle here near the top 10. Looks like that issue, oh yeah, it's 0-0, so not a big issue to affect the O2, so he'll continue on his merry way as we focus on this battle right here. Oh, Conwell peaks on the inside right there. He would really like that 9th place position, but can't get there enough in time to be able to pass him. I guess he'll just stay behind that 55 for now. It's kind of a forward battle here going on. Ooh, McThydig loses it a little bit, almost slides up, but he'll lose a little bit of ground on Conwell and Sustry. As Perkins and Short are starting to close in. Lattimore drops back to 15th, and more faster cars are hounding him now. Sedgwick, currently 20th, hasn't really made any progress in this race. Looks like Parsons has actually lost positions as he's dropped back to 27th. As we go further back in the field, Alex Davidson. Another bad run for him. He's back to 34th. And it looks like those fresh tires are definitely helping Mark Evans right here, as he's already passed Derek Kennedy and Santori Jr., as maybe Garcia Abal starting to close in on lap traffic soon. That being the 02 and the 24. Oh, trouble! Trouble for Nelson Reeves! He stopped! Stopped completely on the backstretch, and that'll be a caution! First yellow of the day! Oh, and the caution was already thrown, so I didn't have to do that, but oh well, I did it anyways. So first caution of the day due to another mechanical issue, that being Nelson Reeves with a brake issue, and Garcia Abal's lead evaporates. This will be interesting to see. Lap number 32. And Reeves is still on pit road here, as here comes pretty much everybody onto pit road. Might as well take the opportunity to. It's the first caution, and you get fresh tires. What more could you want, especially here at Rockingham with its very abrasive surface. And yeah, it looks like nobody is staying out here. Nobody. Or maybe... no, it looks like Mark Evans is also pitting. Interesting. But we'll see who has a good pit stop right here. Oh yeah, Mark Evans is staying out because he's a lap car. And I expect him to not pit, actually. Maybe try to get a lap back here. But who will get off of pit road first? Looks like Garcia Ball will easily get off of pit road first. Big Mac off second. K-Mates third. Riley Smith, not a good pit stop. He drops back to fourth. And Caleb Blaine has a slightly worse pit stop. He drops all the way back to ninth. As here they come, back on the racetrack. And Mark Evans is now pitting. Reeves is still on pit road. Looks like Trevor Davis lost a couple positions with this slow pit stop. Chat is flashing because pit stop shenanigans. Still nobody out of this race yet. Evans had an issue early, a tire issue. They fixed up that issue. And he is one lap down now. Nelson Reeves is back up, but he's now 2 laps down. Fastest lap has been Garcia Albal. He's a very fast race car. And now Evans will come back out on track. Hoping that maybe this caution can give him an advantage on the inside lane. And maybe able to get his lap back. But he's going to need a miracle for that to happen. The race so far has been clean, and this caution is because of Reeves having a mechanical issue. But we'll see if that stays the same. This could be a turning point. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. We'll see how well this goes. Looks like we're going back green here this time by. So let's get a little bit of update an update on the top 10. It is currently Ezekiel Garcia Ball leading, Big Mac second, Patrick Canwheat's third, Riley Smith fourth, Jonathan Marks fifth, and sixth is Caleb Lane, seventh Kyler Sistry, eighth is Leroy Conwell, ninth is Flandre Wilson, and 10th is Aline McThydig. And now that the lap cars line up on the bottom, we'll see if that 2 car has any speed, and if the 23 could possibly get his lap back here on the restart. He's going to need a caution to be able to do that. But the pace car will pull in this time by, and we will restart on lap number 36. And there goes the pace car onto pit road. 17, Garcia leading the field back to green here, and we're going to be back underway. Ooh, it looks like Big Mac got a little bit of a bad start. Riley Smith trying to take advantage of the lap cars here using the inside lane. And it looks like that 2 is not slow whatsoever, and he's going to benefit from it. Hello, Riley Smith, as he goes to the lead. Crossing the line right there. Big Mac trying to get underneath Garcia Ball here. A Ball did not take the opportunity to use the inside lane right there, and he's going to pay for it. He's going to drop back to third now. Maybe even fourth here, thanks to Jonathan Marks. And maybe even more positions. We'll see. As we got a battle for the lead. Big Mac down to the inside. Into turn 1. And Big Mac will grab the lead easily over Riley Smith. But the 2 lap cars battling each other out front. And it looks like Big Mac is now going to try to put Mark Evans back a lap down. Smith will cover Jonathan Marks here and stay in second for now, as he tries to catch up with Big Mac here and tries to get his lead back. As Garcia Oval still stuck on the outside lane here and continues to drop positions. Big Mac's starting to grow a lead a little bit. What a wacky restart there. That was for the 23. And now Caleb Lane underneath Jonathan Marks, 3 wide there with the lap car of Mark Evans, and he'll get back his third place. Gonna try to march his way back to the front as Riley Smith, starting to close in again on Big Mac. Getting closer to that back bumper there. I thought we had a caution there for a second, but it doesn't seem like we do. Oh, Big Mac slides up a little bit. Smith slides up as well. Can't get room down on the bottom. Trying to get around Reeves here. And Smith is going to use the lap car as a pick, maybe. Caleb Lane takes advantage, though. Big advantage. He gets down on the inside of Smith right there, and they'll take away second. Looks like Big Mac will get clear of the 2 car here. And now, Big Mac has got a lap car in the way, as Caleb Lane is now going to try to get around Reeves here. Fails to do so. Maybe that outside lane is starting to come in a little bit. Nope, never mind. Lane is trying to block Marks here as well, so this is a big challenge for Lane here, as Big Mac is gone. He's cleared the lap car. He can start pulling away now from Caleb Lane, as he is trying to figure out a way to get by that 2 car. Got a little bit of a run here down the backstretch, may be able to pass him. Garcia Ball has completely fallen out of that top 10, as he still is trapped on the high side, I believe. Did I miss him? I think I did. My bad. But he's somewhere. Oh, right there. Back to 13th, outside of the top 10. And yeah, Big Mac is taking big advantage of that 2 car being in the way of everybody. Caleb Lane is not enjoying this right now. He wants that 2 car to get out of the way. He's got to figure out a way to get by Reeves here as he starts to form a line here, sort of. Ooh, Wilson almost hits the wall behind us as Big Mac is gone. Almost a second lead over second place, that being Lane. There it is, second lead over the 46. I remember these guys being 1-2 here at Nashville, and Lane would probably not enjoy that happening again. But once again, he's got to figure out a way to get by Reeves here, and he's not making things very easy for the 46. He's still behind the 2 after so many laps. And nobody can just get around him. It's not as easy as you would think. Kennedy to the back of the field again. The last car on the lead lap so far in this race. NRG Motorsports not having a good run so far. Oh, almost contact right there between Costa and Bell. Fleet Cruise was having a good run of races until today, it seems like. As we get back to the front here, Jonathan Marks has had enough. He's gonna run lane, and now Cameats looks to get around him for second. I don't know what's up with my voice. And it looks like Cameats almost contact right there as we got a caution for the second time today. Oh, Tegan Fox. Her car is destroyed. What happened? Second caution of the day. First for an incident. Oh, and it was with Kurbikoff here. Down the back stretch. Kurbikoff looks to be trying to make a pass right here. Gets on the bumper of the 88. Turns her around into the outside wall. Big contact right there. At least it was a driver's side. And here she comes sliding down the racetrack. Everybody mostly getting out of the way except for Kennedy. Couldn't get out of the way enough and makes contact with the 88 and almost flips over as he slides up the banking. And Kennedy's day has gone from bad to worse. That was a wild ride for the 24. Let's actually ride along with Kennedy through that whole mess. And there's Fox being turned up against the outside wall, tries to go low, doesn't go low enough. Oh, man. Again, almost flipped over there. And that'll bring out our second caution. As Big Mac will come around to take that yellow flag. And who will take over second? Jonathan Marks. I'm pretty sure these guys already crossed the caution line, actually. Huh. Oh. You better figure this out, guys. Y'all better figure this out. Oh! I apologize for the interruption right there. My mom barged into the room, putting clothes away. But anyways, as you saw during pit stops, Big Mac was the first off of pit road. And he will continue to lead here. Cammy takes second. Jonathan Marks with a bad pit stop. He drops all the way back to 8th. And yeah, as you saw on the scoreboard, Tegan Fox and, hello, Fleet. Tegan Fox and Derek Kennedy, they're out of the race now. You know who also had a good pit stop and is in 12th place? Michael Parsons. I don't know what strategy he's cooking right now, but he's surely cooking something. I don't know. Waiting for the field to go back green. But Big Mac continues his dominance here today. We'll see if we'll go back green here soon. I doubt it will be like, oh, never mind. Okay, we're going back green. So I think we're close to about halfway here. I'm probably wrong on that. Let me get the calculation in here. Yeah, we're about close to halfway. Halfway being lap 59. As the lap cars line up on the bottom. As we're close to restarting here. That strategy Mark Evans tried to do didn't quite work out, but we're under caution again. A quick rundown of the top 10 here. It is Big Mac, Cambeats, Lane, Stravosova, Perkins, Smith, Sustry, Marks, Wilson, and finally Ronnie Martin. As we're back underway, Big Mac leads the field back to green. JQ, can you please mute? And it looks like once again, Big Mac will not be able to get around the lap cars, and Stravosova will get an advantage here as he's trying to go for the lead here. Once again, one of our leaders struggles to get by the lap cars. Here comes Purab Stravosova. He'll take the lead into turn 3. And he'll get around as he will fall back to 3rd, actually. And now Stravosova is trying to deal with the lap traffic here on the inside of Mark Evans here. And there's a battle for 4th going on. Jonathan Marks versus Kyler Sustry. Rookie versus veteran. Big Mac, unlike Garcia Ball, didn't get trapped on the outside here, and he's still up front as he battles Perkins here for 2nd. Oh, I may have heard some trouble behind. I'm not sure. No, I was just hearing things. I thought I heard a tire squeal or something. Oh, and Perkins is going to get hauled up by Evans right here on the high side. Falls back a little bit as Stravosova continues to lead here. And now we have reached the halfway mark of the race. But Stravosova continues to lead here as Perkins tries to get around Evans here. Getting hounded by Jonathan Marks at the current moment. And Riley Smith as well is starting to close in on the lead again. And we are under caution again. Smoke. Looks like trouble. Santori and Willie Costa. And Leroy Conwell. So a little bit of a big incident here. What happened? You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. And oh boy, this looked like a big incident right here. Conwell. And it was a little bit of 3 wide chicanery again. right near the top 10 here, in front of a lot of guys here. So Conwell and Neil Dick, they'll make contact right here, and then they'll make contact again, which sends Conwell spinning down the backstretch into the inside wall hard. Neil Dick, another incident again involving him, as Conwell slides up the racetrack again. Dick doesn't get a lot of damage in that. Ooh, Alvarez close. Garcia very close to making contact with Conwell. Everybody trying to avoid the 35, which is pretty much stopped on the racetrack. Oh, makes contact with Jackson Maine and the big contact with Santori. And then makes contact with Willie Costa right there. It's about a 5-car incident involving multiple cars. And poor Conwell was having a good run today. And it looks like his day is done early. Very, very unfortunate. As we are under caution for the 3rd time now. And we're pitting once again, and now Willie Costa is now out of this race, and probably more drivers will be out of this race, Santori. Or it looks like the top 2 are the ones just pitting, so this time we have a little bit of pit strategy right here, and now Kurt Perkins will now be the leader here at Rockingham. I'm very interested by this move that Stravasova and Big Mac are making. Are they going to get 4 tires here? Looks to me like that is just 2 tires for Stravasova there. Probably 2 tires here for Big Mac, so interesting strategy there. They'll have slightly fresher tires, as a couple cars also pit here. And maybe some for damage here as well. Yeah, it's some interesting strategies going on here. And it looks like Mark Evans will be pitting here with a lap car. But it looks like a lot of cars will be staying out here, as Kurt Perkins is now the leader. Jonathan Marks in 2nd, Riley Smith 3rd, Tyler Sustray in 4th, having a good run for the rookie. In 5th is Swandre Wilson. Michael Parsons started last, and now he's already up to 6th. Taylor Blaine in 7th. Aline McThydig in 8th. Cam Eats in 9th. Kellen Short in 10th. She rounds out the top 10. Looks like it's a very good day for running racing here, with Caleb Rain consistently running in the top 10, and 2 other cars outside of the top 10, with Ronnie Martin in 13th and Anton Alvarez in 14th. Very good runs for them so far. I may have just jinxed them there, perhaps. But who are the cars out of the race? 35, 02, and 16 officially out of this race. Tough luck. But you know what they say, cautions breed cautions. This may not be the last caution of this race, as we'll see here. Oh, I'm tired. And the lights are off the pace car here, and we're going to be restarting on lap number 63. Lap cars will line up on the inside right here. And they made the restarts very interesting. They're not slow. We'll see who takes advantage of them being on the lower line, and maybe can get the lead here. But Kurt Perkins continues to lead here, as we're ready to go back green. The defending champion looking to get his first win of the season a little bit early in the season to try to get some sort of run going. But we still got Many laps remaining. We're past halfway. We'll see how well this works out for Perkins. Pace car's gonna pull in here. Looks like Fleet Cruz has some sort of tire issue. He's heading to pit road as we're heading to the restart here. Perkins, Jonathan Marks, and Perkins gets a good jump on Marks here. Oh, and Mark Evans is being aggressive, almost makes it 3 wide, but Perkins looks like he may get clear of the lap traffic. Never mind, he's 3 wide with the lap cars. Smith trying to take advantage of this. Using the inside line, he's the first one to use it. He'll get around Marks, but can he get around Perkins? Perkins trying to use the high line. He'll have the advantage on the front stretch as they head down into turn 1. Perkins may get clear here, and he will. Perkins continues to lead. Smith battling Marks for second. Got 2 lap cars in front of him as he tries to figure out what to do with them. Tyler Suss trying now battling Marks here for 3rd place. Smith had a little bit of an opening on the inside right there, but couldn't get clear of the lap traffic, or even thought about getting on the inside of the traffic. And this is a wild restart, to be sure. Jonathan Marks is now trapped on the outside, Michael Parsons as well. Peter Lane getting into the mix. There's a little bit of a battle between Lattimore and Alvarez back here. Garcia Ball is rejoining, trying to make his way back to the front here. And it looks like Smith will make quick work of the lap traffic here. Now he's going to try to track down Perkins here for the lead. Here comes that 98. And yeah, Fleet is a little bit slow. He's fine. I'm pretty sure he's a lap down now. Yes, he is. Okay. Somehow Reeves got one of his lap backs. I think. I don't know. That may have because, actually, I don't even know. I think he stayed out under that last caution after going. Yeah, he did. So he got 1 lap back. And Smith now trying to hold off Mark Evans here to keep his 2nd place. Try to keep his chances of a win alive at least. Oh, my voice is kind of destroyed here. But anyways, we move. He's starting to cut the lead down. Gained a 10th there on Perkins as he continues to try to track him down. Still with Mark Evans all over his back bumper right here, trying to make things very difficult for the youngster, who's trying to look to get his first career win, but he's going to have to try to beat a juggernaut of the league. He gained there. He's gaining a ton here. Oh, Dick Patrick almost caught the wall behind. But coming out of turn 4, Smith continues to close in, crossing the line right here. The gap is now not a lot of gain. He gained 5/10 there, but it's not a lot as before. But he's still tracking him down as Art Evans continues to peak, trying to get around that 98. As Perkins still leading. We might have a battle on our hands soon, folks. Gained a little bit more there. Oh, slides up a little bit. Almost gave Evans the chance to ruin his chances of grabbing the lead as he continues to close in. He's now on the back bumper of Perkins here. And we might have a battle on the lead. Battle for the lead here coming soon. Crossing the line. Oh, he gained a ton right there, but Evans finally has room down to the inside. Oh, man. Smith, chances to grab the lead are over now. At least for now. Mark Evans looks like he's got a fast car right here. Remember, he pitted. He's got a little bit fresher tires than the top 2. And he's going to make things hard for Perkins now. Oh, Garcia Ball with damage. What happened to him? Led early in the race. But now he's got damage. What happened? Oh, a little bit of a scuffle between him and Sally Patrick and Evelyn. Somehow they all keep it straight, but now Garcia Ball has heavy damage. Evelyn has heavy front end damage. What a weird, kooky incident right there. As we move back to the front, Perkins still leading here. Evans, a lap car with fresher tires, possibly pouncing on the opportunity to get one of his laps back. Smith's starting to close in again. Caleb Lane might start to close in again. This whole top 10 has been shuffled. Dan Sedgwick is back in it. Parsons was in it for a little bit. This whole order has been shuffled. Look at Trevor Davis. He's battling Antoine Alvarez for about 13th. And Short's going to get shuffled on the high side there. As there's the battle for the lead. The pass for the lead. Here comes Riley Smith. And he's leading the Pop Secret 400 now. Looking for redemption from last season. Let's get a replay on what happened. I have a feeling I know what happened there. It was that damn 23. Yes, it was. Coming into turn 1. Mark Evans on fresher tires, looking for a caution to try to get his lap back. Looks down to the inside here. Perkins way up high. Can't do nothing about it. And so now he gets passed by the 23, and Smith has a huge run right here. And he'll easily take advantage. Moves down to the inside, and he easily takes the lead. But he hasn't quite pulled away from Perkins just yet. But he continues to lead here. But for how much longer? Let's check in on the guys who pitted. The top 2 to be specific. Big Mac hasn't made much progress, but Shrivastava has. He's already up to, 9th place. Making the pass for 8th, I believe, at the moment. But these top 2 can't get away from each other, that's for sure. Perkins maybe trying to mount a comeback here. Comeback drive. Oh, slides up a little bit, gets loose down into turn 1. But now peeking down to the inside, maybe going to try to make the pass in turn 3. Smith covering. He continues to hold him off for now. As the laps are winding down here, I'm pretty sure it's close to about 40 laps to go. No, actually 30 laps to go. We're getting there. We're getting to the end of this race. Caleb Blaine, I believe, is starting to close in, as is Owen McThydig. As Perkins continues to hound the 98 as he's looking to try to get his lead back. But again, I'll ask the question, when do these guys need to pit? That's the question. They stayed out under the last caution, almost contact right there. Between the top 2 there, that could have been bad as Lee McThydig gets around Caleb Blaine for 3rd place. But these guys wasted an opportunity to pit, to stay out and lead some laps here. Playing strategy on older tires. I'm not sure how well that will work. Shrivastava is coming quickly. He's already up to 6th place. Getting around this traffic easily on 2 tires compared to everybody else being on older 4 tires. Pretty much. As Smith is starting to pull away again from Perkins here. McThydig trying to gain on the leaders here. That is kind of stalled out as well. You start thinking about pit strategy. You start thinking of the possibilities. Shrivastava makes the move down to the inside on Marks for 5th. And it feels like it won't be long until Shrivastava leads this thing again. Fastest lap belongs to Big Mac right here. But Shrivastava is not far behind. And yeah, you can just see him in the distance right there working. Wondering how long this will continue. Oh, this is a mess back here. As Evelyn is trying to gain track position despite the crinkled hood. I don't know what's going on there. Madness, I guess. Yeah, it seems like Garcia Ball was the biggest effect in that incident right there, as Smith continues to lead here. Stravasova has caught up to Caleb Lane here. And you know what that means. Pass for fourth here. Yeah, that 36 is coming in close. Closer every single lap to the lead. But I bring up this fact, or this question, if you will. When will these guys pit? And will they have enough laps to maybe chase down Stravasova? Or maybe hope for a caution? Or something like that. As we continue to pay attention to the 36 here. We still got a long way to go in this race, as Perkins is trying to make the move for the lead here. Stravasova tries to make the move for third here, and will easily make that move over the 91 of McThydig. Just no competition at all. Or a little bit, actually, going down the front stretch. But you know who's going to win in this battle. Yeah, it's Stravasova. No contest whatsoever. As he slowly approaches the top two. And probably Riley Smith is thinking to himself, oh, not again. Not another heartbreak here. As he continues to lead with 30 laps to go. We're not close to the end of this thing just yet. You gotta think of when these guys are pitting. They're probably gonna pit maybe soon. They can't last on this run, that's for sure. As Perkins is actually pretty slow right now and getting hounded by the 36 here. Stravasova definitely has a fast race car here. On those fresher 2 tires versus no tires. All over the back bumper. There he goes. Going for second here. And there goes Smith. He's pitting. He's got to go. He's got to pit this time. Is it a schedule stop? Yes, it is. Parsons was already on pit road. McThydig is coming in. A couple other drivers also pitted. I know Puram Stravasova is leading this thing. I know it'll be interesting to see how that strategy works out. I'm pretty sure he may be able to go to the end. Perkins stays out another lap. Caleb Lane is coming in. Reeves, 1 lap down. Manuel Sanchez is staying out, as along with these guys. There's also Big Mac, who's on fresher tires. And also Mark Evans as well, a lap car, playing in on that strategy of pitting with the leaders. And you don't know what else could happen. Maybe a caution could come out, because this is a risky pit road exit here, as Perkins comes into pit. Sanchez stays out on another lap. As Stravasova continues to lap all these cars here that are coming off of pit road. You gotta consider those guys that were near the rear of the pack. They also pitted for tires as well. Oh, and you can see the immediate difference. Garcia Ball gets around him to get one of his laps back. Sanchez is not pitting. Big Mac's not pitting. I'm pretty sure these guys pitted under the last caution. And yeah, Fleet Cruz is also not pitting. But yeah, you can see they're a lot slower compared to these guys on fresher tires. There's Riley Smith right there. But another thing is that they gotta gain a lap on these guys, as Stravasova continues to get passed by more cars here on fresher tires. And he's got quite a bit of a distance away from everybody else. And yeah, you can just see the speed difference. They're going like 26, 160. They're so slow in the corners. 3 wide a little bit right there. Looks like Fleet Cruz has a little bit of damage on his car. As Smith right there on the fresher tires right there. Oh, almost contact. And it looks like Trevor Davis, Kirsten Bell, they're coming in. Manuel Sanchez is coming in. Looks like Stravasova has come in. Oh, watch out right there. That was almost contact. And that was almost big. And that, oh. What happened there? That was a weird incident. But it looks like Stravasova has come in onto pit road. Ronnie Martin, what does he do here? Oh. Kind of slow right here. I'm pretty sure Martin is on pressure tires. There's Stravasova on pit road. Whoop! Contact. My bad. My bad, chat. And yeah, that 62 is going to be torn up by the end of this race, as there goes Big Mac onto pit road. There he goes, making his pit stop. Scarrett's on pit road. And just a couple stragglers remain. I'm pretty sure Jeff Jordan has already pitted. Not sure who has the lead right now, or will have the lead after these pit stops. I mean, considering that Stravasova is already off of pit road, maybe he continues to lead here. We'll see how the strategy works. It'll be interesting to watch. Let's pay attention to Stravasova. Will he grab the lead? No, it doesn't look like it. Sanchez gets around the 11 there. Here comes more cars. And it looks like Elaine McThydig has the lead currently. Neil Dick being a little bit of a lap car right there. McThydig, can he go 2 in a row here? As we're with 20 laps to go here. Jonathan Marks trying to go back-to-back here at Rockingham. And this is your lead pack here currently. It is Elaine McThydig, Jonathan Marks, fucking pace car camera, Riley Smith, Flandre Wilson with a good pit stop, Michael Parsons, and Dan Sedgwick with Kellen Short, Kurt Perkins, Anton Alvarez, and Patrick Kamitz behind them a little bit far back. McThydig trying to make his case to become a possible championship threat here today. As Smith is trying to get around Jonathan Marks for second here, he's not making things very easy right now. Once again, lap traffic could get in the way here, even though they're on fresher tires. That strategy did not quite work out for these guys here. As there goes Fleet Cruz off of pit road. Stravasova has already made up a ton of positions already. Shows you how fast that car is. But I don't think he'll be there by the end of the race. And Smith has got to be frustrated right now about this 19. He can't get around him. Kind of slowing him up here. And Parsons and Sedgwick are approaching him. And he's got to figure out some way to get by the 19. If he wants a shot at this victory, he wants that first career victory. He's been dying for it. He really wants it. All over the back bumper. Almost gets into the 19 there. Marks is not making things easy right now. Elaine McThydig continues to lead, though. As Marks and Smith, they're actually closing in. Everybody's closing in on the 91. Laps are ticking down as Smith trying to get an advantage on the bottom, but Marks with a huge runoff on the high side. That was a little bit strange as McThydig gets around his teammate. Neil Dick having another rough day here. We'll go down another lap. Rough start to the season for Neil. As the top 3 are starting to separate. And Elaine McThydig is starting to pull away. But there's more lap traffic out front. Smith trying to set up another pass on Marks. Maybe? No. But they immediately close in again. And that was pretty quick. but it looks like McFadden is a little bit better in the corners. It seems like. Smith continuing to try to figure out a way to get by that 19. Goes a little bit high, thinks about going high, ducks down low, hits shot right here. And he'll get around Jonathan Marks. Now gonna try to chase down the 91. Is it his day? Is it his day? He finally gets that first victory. Makes it back-to-back for first-time victors. For first-timers in victory lane, I should say. As McFadden approaching lap number 109 with 10 laps to go. Smith is running out of time here. He's got to look for a way to get by that 91. Dick Patrick is in the top 10? Goofy. There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Dick Patrick. Finally having a good run for once. And yeah, Flandre Wilson, I think, is on older tires here. Dropped back a ton. McFadden still holding on to the lead. Smith has... his run has stalled out. Big time here. Loses a little bit of time, and he's just starting to think again. Again with the second place. I don't want this to happen again. As Parsons gets passed by Kellen Short behind. And I'm sure with whatever finish McFadden gets, it'll definitely help his championship intentions. Smith slides up a little bit right there, running a little bit. Actually running the same line as McFadden, but still not able to close him. But they're approaching Ronnie Martin. That might help things. That might help things for Smith right here. A lap car getting in the way, you know. But we'll see right here. Laps are ticking down. Smith has closed in the gap a little bit. And he's closing in the gap more. He's definitely gaining time here. Jonathan Marks getting passed by Sedgwick here. Smith closing in again on this possible lead. Aline McFadden has just got a couple more laps to go to get his second win. 2 in a row to start off his possible championship run. Could be a possible threat. Smith trying to get his first ever win in RMS as they're approaching in on the slower car of Ronnie Martin here. That could change things for these top two. And the laps are ticking down. I'm pretty sure it's 5 to go now. Yes, it's 5 laps to go. 1:14. And Smith closing in again on the back bumper of the 91. Looking to make his move. He's got to make it soon. He's got 5 laps left. It'll be 4 here when they cross the line. There he goes. To the inside. Riley Smith trying to go for the lead. Trying to gun it. But Aline McFadden will get the advantage on the high side and continue to lead here. Smith trying to get the run on the backstretch, though. He might have a chance in turn 3. Not quite. But he still stays close to that 91. He might try to set up a pass again with 3 laps to go. Closing in again on the back bumper. There he goes. He tries again. Will it be successful this time? No, not this time. He's definitely got to try to make the pass here in turn 3. That's a sweet spot. As they continue to close in on Ronnie Martin. This might complicate things for McFadden here. Might slow him down a little bit. 2 laps to go for the 91. Smith trying all that he can again to get around and get the lead as they're going to get held up here by Ronnie Martin. This is his shot. He could use them as a pick. He's got to run. Maybe. No. And he stays on the outside. He might lose second here. Here comes Perkins. White flag last lap for Aline McFadden to go 2 in a row. And maybe Smith could use the high side here. Possibly. We got a battle here on our hands. Aline McFadden still leads. Here comes Perkins. Perkins could upset this. Dick Patrick has driven all the way up to 4th. But coming here back at the line. There goes Sanchez on the pit road, and heartbreak again for Riley Smith as Aline McFadden 2 in a row. second career win here at Rockingham. And yeah, it looks like the one had an engine failure. What an exciting race here. Elaine McNidick, 2 in a row. How about that? And unfortunately, Riley Smith again comes up short for the second time. But Elaine McNidick is very happy once again.